made a deal with this gentleman. He agreed to take you to your father. He did not go through with his end of the bargain.
Mm-hmm. I'm about to kill him.
He broke your contract. Remember, you like contracts now. And as long as you both agree on something, which you did,
Mm-hmm. Hey,
a
Josie.
verbal contract in this case is as legally binding as a physical one. And in fact, properly done, you can manifest a physical contract from a verbal one. Quar, she might need you to kill someone.
No
Yeah.
worries.
She's gonna give Qar, she's gonna stop at the doors. She's gonna turn around and just give Qar a look. A look he knows all too well of the surface! Without even making a motion. Gonna look to Qar, gonna look to the guy. The simplest thing in the world.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do, Quar?
The look means kill, by the way.
Anchor comes off the back. Don't have to tell him twice.
All right, so you're going to basically grab your weapon and in a smooth motion
Coup de grace?
pacify this gentleman.
Yep, off with the
Coup
head.
de grace! Coup
All right,
de
I'm going to let you
grace!
do an attack roll, and if your attack roll is higher than a 15, you're going to get a automatic critical hit.
All right.
You can look
I
point
missed.
that. Oh, hold on.
What?
Hold
Yeah,
on.
I'll look point.
Okay, I was gonna say.
That was a 1. You can't luck point that.
But I can do
Oh.
this! Nah, still not enough.
That puts it up to
There's
a
13.
13.
And don't you have that thing that you can do for your second wind?
Yes, I do. Give me a sec.
So you got a 13, you just need 2 more!
1, 2.
Come on, come on, come on!
You know, fuck
No.
it. You did it. You succeeded. You killed him.
Okay.
He's gone. You myrtleized this bastard. You swung that axe so hard, you sliced him into where he stood, and he had enough time to look at you, gasp, and say, "How?" before the air was gone, and he collapsed on the ground.
My father went to be caught dead in a warehouse, that's how. It's got more class than that.
And
I'm
so
assuming one of you is going to search his corpse now.
Of course.
Yep.
I will
All
help
right.
Qar search his corpse because
Quar, you
he
are
has
doing
a
the
better
searching. She is
investigation.
doing the aiding. You have advantage on your investigation check.
yep.
I'm having fun playing D&D. Oh, nice 14.
14 is not the best, but it's damn good in this particular case because you figured out some details from the picking through his pockets. One, he has a
Yep.
silver ring on. It's not a wedding ring or anything like that. It's just a silver ring. You could
All
probably
right.
hawk it off for a gold or two if you're lucky. He has a
Yep.
dagger in a sheath. He has a just normal cloth clothing. He doesn't look like he's well off or anything like that. He's got a small belt pouch. There was a couple coins in it. Nothing more than maybe 3 silver worth of coins, mostly in
All right.
copper. Do you
Okay.
want to investigate anything further?
The dagger.
Yeah, Quar will toss her the dagger.
Quar
gonna
picks
give
up
it
the
a
dagger and tosses it to Lyra. What do you are you catching it, Lyra?
Mage hand catch, yes.
You're like, catch it with your mage hand. I'll let you do a dexterity check for that.
And then to cover up the
19.
Perfect. Yeah, go
to
ahead,
cover
Kathy.
up the fact that we took this guy out. Carl will be like, I'll be right back. He's gonna go up the path and like where
She
it
looks at him
was
like, it's
kind
the.
of.
Why are you covering it up? It's the Underdark. And?
He goes, I'm covering it up even more. And
Why?
where I don't feel like being wanted down here.
No, Rose. No.
Hmm?
Yes, you can get away with doing evil things in the Underdark, but you do them smart.
That's fair.
Don't do
No, that's
evil
fair.
stupid. Yes,
Don't be
I can go
stupid.
around killing people, but if I just go randomly killing them and leaving them on the ground, someone is going to get annoyed, and then they're going to be like, I gotta
That's
kill
fair.
that bitch because she keeps messing up my fucking floors, and my maids are getting fucking annoyed with me.
That's
That
fair.
means I have to pay them more. Now she's fucking dead. She's
Oh,
been
do
messing
I
up my
notice if he
fucking
has
tree.
any marks on him?
Right.
Did he
So,
have marks on him?
what are you doing with the dagger?
I'm checking it out.
Did
Did
you
the
make the
guys?
dex check it to catch it?
Yes, 19.
Okay, you caught it with your mage hand. You pulled it towards you. You're looking at it. How are you looking at it?
Pulling it out, tilting it different ways. I was asking if the guy's body had
As
any
you draw the
marks.
blade from the sheath, you notice it is not made of like steel or iron or anything like that. It is made out of a very dark black
Ooh.
metal, not adamantine. It doesn't look like it has been like gunmetaled or something like that, which is when you take your blade and darken it so that it doesn't rust.
Hmm.
This is looks like a different type of metal, something similar to adamantine, but not an adamantine dagger. You're not getting another one of those. Not that they're all that beneficial, but just kind of a cool dagger.
They're just super sharp and pretty.
So from this
But
warehouse, where was
it
the
is a
body of
darker
water?
metal, yes. The body of water,
Yeah.
you 5-10
Is it
minute walk back down the path, and then you could if you were going to drop him down there, you could just drop him over the edge. He'll fall down, go into an area where it's not easy to get to,
yeah.
and if there's any creatures of darkness down there, they will dispose of what's left of him.
Quar's gonna throw him into the water so the water
We'll let
creatures can go, oh hey,
Is
food.
Lyra going to help him in this, or is she going to watch him do it himself because he could probably do it with himself anyways?
She's too occupied with the dagger.
Okay, you can do it,
Um,
and you still have an advantage on this check. Check
Uh,
Qar.
I do.
All right.
Before he
Right.
does that, did she notice if his body had any specific marks?
Perception check.
Thank you. There's a reason.
Yes, you're looking to see if he's one of the people you're here to.
If I
All right,
fucked over my
question.
patron, yeah. If I fucked over my patron too badly.
He does not have any of those marks. He's not one of those people.
Cool, perfect. Haven't pissed off my patron. I'm happy with that.
Yeet.
You kind of do a hammer toss, where you spin around and get a little bit of momentum and then toss the body because it's good distance to the water. You watch though as it flies off out of your line of sight and becomes a little speck, and then because there's not really any other sounds or activities going on, all you hear is a
Yes.
spoosh.
I'm pretty sure I made the guy skip like a stone with that too.
Oh yes. After like you hear that spoo, shma, spoo, it skipped twice, and then you hear it splatter and like goes silent, and a little while later you hear
Feeding
something
frenzy.
else move in the water, and yeah, there's like no way you're going near that water.
She just kind of looks down and goes, "That's about average."
He goes, cave piranhas?
Oh, sweet child.
And piranhas are delicious. I can understand why Quar might be interested.
Quar
Yeah,
goes, hey, it's our first trip down here, lady.
Anything and everything down here will kill you, including my people, including me. Though I'm your party member and keeping you alive is more advantageous to me while we're down here. So not me, but everything else.
Got it. Don't piss off the locals.
Especially a priestess. If you even come close to one, hope to God there's none in town.
He kind of gives her a salute and goes, all right, so that guy was no help.
No, it's no
Meanwhile, you're at a
surprise.
warehouse which nobody has come out of.
She's gonna take a.
Meaning, like, if someone was here to ambush you, they're either really, really patient or distracted, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to
I
check out
guess.
the warehouse, or do you just want to fuck off?
Yeah, let's check out the warehouse.
I'm gonna say let's check out the windows of the warehouse. Not the
All right,
don't walk
Lyra, you're going
in.
to stealthily climb up and try to peek through a window.
I'll try.
Okay.
Nope.
You're very obviously not stealthy, but you make it to a window. You start looking up through, and you see mostly an empty building. In the middle of the room is a table. On that table, you see what looks like a cake.
That's all I have to say to you.
What do you want to do?
The cake is a lie. Fuck that shit. Aperture science. She'll look to him and go, like, motion to like food, and go, no, nope.
Don't eat anything.
There's cake in it. Don't eat it.
All right, so you don't see anyone moving around in there, however. So you make your way around to the doors. They are slightly ajar. Meaning you could get in and out of this
What
fairly
are the
easily
cake is
right
yummy?
now.
No.
Listening
No.
at the door, you can do a perception check. Both of you, if you want.
Tiffany messaged me, but I don't know why she messaged me. Didn't show up.
That usually means that the message was deleted. Your perception check, Rose, is pretty good. Yours is pretty damn good too, Qar. You're standing at the doors listening. You hear nothing. There's no one. There's no one else in that building. Unless they are absolutely like drop dead silent, not moving type thing, right?
Yeah,
There's
Ari.
You cannot. There's no one you can sense in that building right now. You should go into it.
Very, very quietly go into it.
Okay, Qar. Since you said
Can I detect
entered
magic?
first, yes, you can detect magic if you have the spell.
I do.
So as you're starting to cast your spell, Qar pushes past you and walks into the room. Since you said you did something first, Qar, this is how it's going. You walk in enough to look. You peek around, and you too see that table. On it is a cake. Kind of like the picture you did, except think of it as blue icing.
Yep.
The cake of the lie, don't eat it!
There's no candles or anything like that. There's just a cake sitting there. The table has 3 chairs. One of them is missing. One of them is facing you, and the other 2 are empty. But the one facing you
That's 4
has
chairs.
a stuffed animal in it.
Not
like your normal teddy bear, not like your normal teddy bear you would find like in a normal human kids room or anything like that. Something more underdarky, right? It's like a fungus monster.
Yeah, Corey's like, nah.
Of course,
He's read enough.
Lyra is steps in, looks in the room, looks around, steps back. Oh, it's like all yours.
Yeah, pretty much. Quar's red enough
Ritual
for normal.
cast.
Hi, Lucas.
As ritual does not take a spell slot, I'm gonna do it that way. That is a level 1 spell, however, so roll 1d20, cause why not? Oh, that was close! But no cigar. I figured like I stuffed Lucas on the thing, cause spiders.
Yeah, something like that.
Cause he's cute! Yeah, with the door open, I'm going to see if I can detect any magic inside.
All right, so you've got your detect magic. Blah, blah, blah.
Mastic up.
Blah, blah, blah. Sauerkraut, wonderful stuff.
Mhm.
Oh, I love it. But
I'm not eating the
face
cake, Tiffany.
gymnastics.
I'm not dumb enough as a drow in the Underdark going to eat a blue cake that looks like it could be poisonous. I'm not that dumb.
All right, so you're looking in there. You've got your detect magic. You're on your 1 round. So which that goes like, okay, is there magic in the room? The answer is yes.
Okay.
Your general sweep. Your second round is more general, more specific of where is the magic in the room. The magic in the room is the cake, stuffed animal.
Okay.
The chairs have some residual magical energy to them.
Okay, and then I believe the third round is the type of magic.
Specifics of it, like if it's like necromantic or something like that.
Yeah.
The chairs have a mix of a bunch of different things. It's mostly generalistic magic, but there's a slight amount of like a little bit more necromantic magic on there than you feel comfortable with. As in, like,
Good to know.
that doesn't seem right.
Okay.
As to the cake does not give off bad vibes, as it were. It gives off more of a welcoming vibe, oddly enough. I can't remember. I can't exactly explain the one, but it's basically the buff school of magic.
Okay, yeah. I gotcha.
Not evocation, abjuration, I think.
Gotcha.
That's coming from the cake, and the stuffed animal has transformation magic.
Fuck that shit, bro. Fuck that shit, I'm out.
That's a mimic.
My only thought was Annie from League of Legends. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Gibbers, is that you?
Exactly. I thought of Timbers and The only other thing I could think of would be somebody got transformed into the bear. Either way. Nope. Lyra's walking the other way. Fuck that shit. I love you, hon.
Yep.
I normally love plot. Nuh-uh. Not in the...
I'm okay with this. This is your guys' story.
in the surface world, I'm a
Qar
chaos
walked
monkey.
in, looked around the room, and said, "Nope." You walked in, investigated the room a little bit more, and said, "Double nope." Both of you are like, "We're noping." I'm down with that. You guys have chosen your noping. This is a, I don't like this hook. Please make it stop.
Tasha and I know shit about the Underdark out of character. We both know this shit is nothing to play around with. This is stuff that would get us killed in an instant.
What do you think is in that room? Rose thinks it's Tibbers, and you think it's a mimic. So, so which one of you thinks, or which one of you do you guys think is more likely to be accurate?
Does Tasha know who Tibbers
the mimic.
is?
I think it's the mimic. Definitely the mimic.
You know who
I like
Tibbers
the
is,
mimic idea.
Tasha?
I'm not going to lie. The
No.
character she's referring
Okay.
to, one of the characters in League of Legends' name is Annie. She's the little girl.
Okay.
She is a fire mage.
Okay. In that
She
gift that
has
I
a
sent,
guardian teddy bear named Tibbers. When she gets mad, he gets big and angry.
okay, Tasha,
Okay.
you see the teddy bear that she drops in this gift?
I don't have my phone in my hand. Give me a sec. I'm in the pooper.
Okay.
You don't take your phone to the pooper? How rude.
She does, but she doesn't. She's
I
not
do.
looking at it.
Oh, you put it.
Yeah.
You're not. You
I
don't
put it
have it in
down because I
hand.
was about to. Yeah.
You're like,
I
I'm
am
just
talking
trying to
with
finish
Neil and
here. Can you
Tasha.
leave me
Hello.
alone?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So that
better.
teddy bear that she drops becomes that big fire bear behind her. That's
He
what
is
I
her
thought of when I
he's
said
her
Tibbers.
protective guardian, basically.
Okay.
Chat says hi, guys.
Hellos.
They say hi.
Allah.
Yeah, no, that's Tibbers. That's why when I saw teddy bear plus transformation, I went, no, no,
It's like, I said live.
no, thank you. I am not okay with this. Yeah, she's like, okay, we're going back in the main town, and she's gonna go find the tavern.
Yeah.
If they have one.
Oh, there's definitely taverns. There's multiple taverns, many taverns, multitudes of taverns, atudes of fearitudes.
Okay, she's gonna go to the the one that is the busiest. Her dad strikes me as a bard, so she's gonna go to where she thinks he would likely try to filch some money off
Your
money.
father is a very mischievous fellow, but he's also a very flamboyant and well-known fellow. He's been trying to stay under the radar, meaning he doesn't currently allow himself to be seen in public. He's off doing research.
Mm. Oh, I'm not thinking. Duh.
What?
I have the ability to burn a fucking contract and bring them to me. So I destroy their contract. Doing that, he has a lot of debt anyway.
Yeah, but you take on that debt.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, that is one way of getting him to you, but I don't know if you want to do that.
No, that's a lot of that. 50 years of debt, that's a lot. So ask the barkeep if he knows where Aeron might be.
Give me a second. I haven't even admitted that you've gotten to the tavern yet. I don't remember where some of my seed stuff was.
Very.
He's just racing ahead of me. Is like, no, okay, fine. I guess you don't need me here. I'll just be sitting over here in the corner, being the DM by myself.
I'm sorry. Give me my motherfucker. Give me my chips.
I know I had done something and there was some stuff that I wanted to do, but I'm confused now.
Hmm.
That's not that's from like a month ago. Mhm.
It's so white.
I thought I had some NPCs that I was going to introduce to you, and I'm really very confused now because they seem to have gone missing.
They don't want to be here, man.
Like, what the fuck, man? Like, what the fuck over? What you looking at, man? You come around here looking at all women? First off, I need that page open because it would be probably useful for me to have the information on your father.
Probably, yeah. Oh, my smexy guy who keep calling me his Ember. But I
So
can't do
okay,
shit
so that's
with.
Daddy-O. I got his page up. All right, there's another NPC that becomes important. So I got that page up. Then I need know why this character or you. Oh, okay. I need to add something. This is an unrelated to anything we're doing right now. I need help with a name. This character is a god. Currently, their name is Lyrias, Lyrias.
Mhm.
From that, what kind of god do they seem like or sound like? Just from Lyrias
Um,
or Lyrias.
a music god
Halfling
or a
music
memory
god.
god.
What was that you said, Rose?
Halfling music god.
Halfling goddess of music and memory.
Yes, I'm playing on
Specifically,
Discord.
music through song.
I'm playing
Or
Dungeons and
memories, like
Dragons.
memories through song, right?
Hmm.
How about that?
Okay.
The song bringer.
Songbringer.
Perfect. Apparently, actually, that might not work for this particular god. But I like that god idea, so I'm going to keep that one and change the kingdom or the god of this kingdom. Yeah, that won't change much. I haven't really made anything for this country yet. Apparently, Lyria was the goddess of the kingdom of Velaine, who is a theocratic kingdom ruled by a divine mandate.
Good liars. Nice.
Hmm. So I'll just Lyrius, the songbringer, as a halfling god of music, and then Lyria might be changed to something else once I figure out if that's important enough to worry about. Now I'll stop being distracted by that and close that window. Wah ha 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 ha.
Wahahaha.
I know if I made Arkarthas a page. I did not. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. So you are now at the tavern. You are at this nice little tavern. It's let's see, the Basilisk's Eye. The bar tender is a very androgynous half drow, half elf.
Yeah.
Ashen skin, mostly bare chested. He's got some nice abs on him, but nothing too serious. He's that like nice, lithe, very agile style build.
Chat, by the way, says
Very,
God of Liars.
very twink or otterish, you know.
Yeah. And this
Okay,
gentleman, he moves with a grace about him, but he's not like
I hate you.
doing no weird martini mixes and spinning bottles in the air or anything like that. He's more direct to the point, but he goes about his flow like with the grace of someone who would rather be like lounging on a beach or surfing or something. That's the vibe he gives.
Okay.
Were you and yours? You start asking him some questions.
Mm.
What kind of questions? How subtle are you being? And how much assistance are you giving these roles?
She's going to ask what's the best drink, first off. Second off,
Well, it
if...
depends. For best drink, well, that depends on what you're in the mood for. Now, if you're looking to get yourself shit-faced, well, then I suggest one of these, and points at down the bar at a large mug being held by a orc or half-orc fellow who is chugging it back and goes, "That stuff, pretty cheap, hard on the stomach. You'll wake up in a pool of something in the morning, God knows what."
cool, my total will
Now,
take
if you're looking
one of
for
those.
something that is more apt to make lips a little more little
My
looser,
boyfriend.
now some of this here points at a very interesting looking bottle of off brownish green liquid, and by that I mean like think Mountain Dew, but if it was more golden.
Oh, so like the pineapple stuff that I had.
Kind of like the pineapple stuff you had.
So pineapple Doritos.
So, like that color with a glow to it,
Neat.
that will, that gets people's lips moving a little bit more. Now, if you're out to buy me a drink, that gets a little bit more expensive. I only drink the top tier stuff, and points at the top shelf where you can see a bottle of something that most matron mothers consider illegal.
Ooh, okay.
Oh,
It is a drow elf. I guess I'm not sure if it would be the equivalent of a whiskey or something, but it's distilled and refined phase spider venom.
Oh, okay. Color me interested immediately.
Very hard to come by, and because of the sourcing and the fact that some matron mothers think it's inhumane to the poor,
Spiders.
phase driders involved, or not driders, phase spiders involved. Phase driders are a different thing. I don't think you'd want to milk them either.
No. Okay, how much a one of roller glass is that for you cost?
Depends on conversations attached to it, really.
Most specifically, I'm looking for somebody, but asking that kind of information without buying a drink first and maybe giving a meal, well, that's just not proper manners, is it?
Well, you seem like the interesting type. So I'd definitely be down to sit down for a drink. My treat this time.
You don't mind my security being with me, do you? Tilt her head towards Qar.
As long as you don't mind mine being here, waves around the bar to the multitudes of bodyguards.
She's like, nah, sounds like a good time. She grins.
I've been with more.
Yeah, pretty much. Mhm.
Look, well, let's have a drink and a sit.
Obviously, you're standing on the other side of the bar. He asks you what you want to drink.
Um,
Um,
Quar will ask what they have that's the strongest.
that's what they,
Because I've never. Oh, go
Depends.
ahead.
Define strongest. Do you want strongest as in punch you and knock you out, or strongest as in really strong drink that'll you'll have a good night with?
Yes.
the answer is
All right.
yes.
So Quar's like, "Hey, what's your strongest?" He, without missing a beat, he spins around and grabs a mug from under the counter and starts pouring something out of a tap. He mixes something into it at some point, stirs it around, and a bit of a froth comes up. And when he sets it in front of you, that froth lights on fire and evaporates.
Quar's like fucking magic.
Not magic, the drink.
She's like, it's a
You look
bar
in there and
trick.
you see think of like a red fruit punch color, but more like an
Okay.
orangey flame
Oh,
mixed
okay.
in.
Okay. He'll blow the flame out and down the
You,
hatch.
you chug that thing back. You can tell as soon as you get it close to your beak that this is going to be spicy, but there's a wonderful thing about being you. You don't give two shits. Give me a constitution save. You
Quar's like,
don't
was
give
this
two
fucking
shits. You
water?
like you plow that thing back. You're like, oh, that was good. It tasted nice. It had a good taste, a good tingle to it. It had a warmness to it. You feel all tingly. You're like, wow. You're not shit faced. It didn't floor you the first time, but you are definitely 2 stages drunk.
She's like,
Quar goes,
that's why I
That's
asked what you
good.
had with. That's why I asked what your strongest was, because he can handle the good shit, the hard shit.
Quar goes, I detected a hint of cinnamon in that.
There was a hint of cinnamon. Actually, he mentions another plant that is almost identical to cinnamon, but has a slightly more nutmeggy flavor.
He goes, oh,
Okay.
okay.
You don't recognize the name, but you're like, oh, I see it.
Yep.
She's like, you might want to keep that one in the back of your mind there, darling. You're gonna want that when you get back up to where we were before here.
He'll nod and how do people are like, holy shit, he just downed the strongest drink.
You got a couple people looking at you like, whoa. You definitely got a couple of looks of approval. There's one or two people that are like, what the fuck is he?
Oh
Like,
yeah, because
seriously, what? He's got weird armor on his back. Like, what the fuck is he? Is he a tank? Like, is he some sort of fucking orc? Some of those
Lyrio will
people
be
have
like,
never seen a torque.
Lyrio will
that
be
makes
like,
sense.
he's mine. That being said,
Don't you love
I'm
being some?
looking for a drow. Big surprise, right?
You
He's
can
slipped.
take your pick. I've got a handful of them.
Specifically a wild magic sorcerer.
Again, take your pick. I've got a handful of them. Now, if
Not.
you have a little bit more details, you don't have to give them specific details. Be like, I'm looking for my dad. I describe him, and I'm
Oh
down
yeah.
with that. But you
Well,
can say it.
or Qar would be like, she's looking for her daddy.
No.
He's looking for Bob.
She's not gonna say that. She's not quite that
Don't
bad.
say. What do you want to say? What do you ask? How are
She'll
you asking
describe
it?
him. She'll say this specific one tends to defy the monochromatic style of most of our type.
He's
Instead
known to be a little
of
bit flamboyant, but I'm not telling you who he is.
he's quite flamboyant and will describe the fact of the layered silks, the dyed violets, the shimmering teals, and the fact that his skin's pale.
He thinks for a moment, scratches his chin.
He owes
You
me a
can
debt.
you can tell that he is negotiating with himself in his head, figuring out what to offer or whatever for what to haggle over.
Have a good one, Tiffany.
Have a good and
You give me info, I can give you something that I might have for information. And if I don't have it, I'll try to find it. I won't guarantee I'll find it because obviously there's always a chance that I can't, but I will put my sources to the work. If we have an
these
accord.
people don't work on credit. You don't have anything you can pay them at the immediate time. They don't do the
I have to
job.
try! I have to try.
Like,
But no.
I'll owe you one. No.
No. It's a case of you give me info, and you can ask anything you want, and I'll give you what information I have. And if I don't have information, I will find your information and get it to you post haste. If we have an accord.
Hey, Tasha, you seem tired. Want to make a perception check for me?
Sure. Oh, it's getting late.
I know.
I'm good though.
Do you want to roll it up soon?
Yeah. 13.
And your 13 is more than enough to let you notice something. Rose
Okay.
is too busy talking to the bartender right now. She's deep in conversation, talking in circles. Like, I need this information. I need to tell you this. I want to talk about this person. I'm giving you a detailed description of him, but I won't tell you who he is for some reason.
Okay.
She's talking herself in circles.
I'm
So,
sorry, I didn't
oh
want to
I'm not
give a
upset. I'm not
name
upset.
after the last
I'm
incident.
using that so that Tasha gets a turn.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Calm down, girl.
So
In campaign chat, you see this person sitting at the other side of the tavern at a table by themselves.
Oh, she's cute!
Alright.
Creepy as fuck, but super cute.
She seems to be watching your friend.
He'll nudge her, be like, you're being watched.
Yeah, now that
talk to her.
the Qar's got your attention, you look in that direction. She's not looking at you.
She'll gently turn towards him and say, "Go talk to her."
Alright. He'll wander over.
You
Go,
stand
evening,
up.
miss. Yeah.
You're still big, by the way.
Yeah. Just kind of wander over. It goes, evening. How can I help you? I see you're
I notice you looking at my friend. Ow.
yeah.
I know she's a hot little number by elf standards, not by my standards, but that's neither here nor there. What I gotta say is what you want.
Pretty much. Mm, mm.
All right, I'm going to get you to do a persuasion check.
Alrighty. Do.
If I could help you, I would, but I can't.
Oh, it's okay. I got this.
You can do it.
17.
Nice.
Oh yes, you're like you walk over. You're like, what are you doing? Looking at my friend? You need something from us? You looking for something?
Yeah.
You know, ask a couple of those preliminary questions. She
Mhm.
she seems to like she just looks at you. You do not belong here, yet you walk as if you do.
He kind of blinks at her like, oh, fuck kind of cryptic bullshit is that type thing.
She waves a hand at the seat in front of her. A fortunate convergence. I have need of your kind. And you have need of a cause greater than the weight of your coin purse. You are adventurers, yes? Heroes, mercenaries, seekers? Whatever you wish to call it.
Mhm. He goes
You're,
all of the above.
well, you're competent, or you would not have made it this far, and I find myself in need of competence. Walk with me if you would hear more.
Of
And
course,
she stands up and starts heading towards the door, indicating if you
Mhm.
want to bring your friend.
He'll point at Lyra and go, "You, mirror."
What are you trying to do? You're like talking to the barkeep. Da 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 da. Okay, give me a persuasion check, Rose.
All right.
She's like, but I. He's a fey spider venom. Never catches. Why? 21.
So you're basically you want him to give you the good stuff.
That, and she wanted the information on her dad if he has any.
Yes, but he offered to buy you a drink, and you're going.
Yes.
I want the expensive shit.
Yeah.
You mentioned
She's
it.
never gonna get it ever out again.
I must try it now.
She's never gonna
He
get it ever again.
smiles at you, saying that,